Complete Edu. It's all about learning.
Hello guys, I welcome you all to our channel Complete Edu. Today I have brought to you a special problem. It is from NCERT class 12th, chapter 5th, and this question has something special. So I have brought it to you. You will see ahead. So let's solve this. Okay, given the question is find dy by dx for the function y is equals to sine inverse of 2x square root of 1 minus x square, and we are given limits for x which are negative 1 by root 2 to 1 by root 2. We're going to differentiate this. So our function is y equals to sine inverse of 2x square root of 1 minus x square. Here we substitute x equals to, or we say put x equals to sine theta. On substituting this value in this, we get y is equals to sine inverse of 2x sine theta and square root of 1 minus x square means sine square theta. On solving ahead, we get y is equals to sine inverse of 2 sine theta, 1 minus sine square, you get cos square, and square root cancel out, we get cos theta. Y is equals to sine inverse of 2 sine theta cos theta. This formula gives us sine 2 theta. And by inverse function property, we can take out the 2 theta outside. Now substitute the value of theta from where we substitute x equal to sine theta. From here we get theta equal to sine inverse of x. Putting this value back here, we get 2 to the theta, we get sine inverse of x. Now differentiating this with respect to x both sides, we get dy by dx equals to 2 over 1 minus x square. Yeah, this is our answer. Solve. That's okay. But one of my students have done this problem with a different substitution, and you get what type of answer. We're going to do that too. A student put the same problem. He substitute x equals to cos theta. On putting this in this format, we get y is equals to sine inverse of 2 cos theta square root of 1 minus cos square theta. On simplifying, we get sine inverse of 2 cos theta, 1 minus cos square sine square, root cancel out, we get sine theta. Again, this is the same formula, we get sine inverse of sine 2 theta. From here, we can take 2 theta out. Y is equals to 2 and the value of theta same as above. Here theta is equals to cos inverse of x. Putting that in this step, we get 2 cos inverse of x. So on differentiating both sides with respect to x, we get dy by dx equals to 2, and derivative of cos inverse of x, we see negative 1 over 1 minus x square square root. So you see, same question but with the different substitutions, we get two different answers. On the one hand, we get dy by dx is equals to 2 over 1 minus x square. When you put x is equals to sine theta, and now substituting x is equal to cos theta, we get dy by dx is equal to, we say negative 2 over 1 minus x square. And we know that the derivative of a function is unique. Here we are getting two answers, so one of these must be wrong. Now which is wrong? That's the question. If you can find out, then pause the video and try to find, or I'll tell you. hopefully who have done this mistake, he has not pay attention to this limit. This limit has its meaning. You'll see this. In the first part, we put x is equals to sine theta, which means x lies in between negative 1 by root 2 to positive 1 by root 2, means our sine theta lies in between negative 1 by root 2 to positive 1 by root 2, which means our theta will lie in between negative pi by 4 to positive pi by 4, which means 2 theta lies in between negative pi by 2 to pi by 2. And the part of the question where we substitute that sine inverse of sine 2 theta, we get 2 theta. We can extract this 2 theta out if our limit, our theta here, which belongs to this is the range of sine function. Remember this. Range of sine inverse. If your theta lies from negative pi by 2 to positive pi by 2, then you can extract this theta out. Okay, so this is right. There's no mistake in this. So now let's talk about our second put. What we put? We put x equals to cos theta. From here we see x lies in between negative 1 by root 2 to positive 1 by root 2. So we can see our cos theta lies in between negative 1 by root 2 to positive 1 by root 2. So our theta lies in between pi by 4 to 3 pi by 4, means our 2 theta lies in between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. And what we did the mistake in the question, when we put x equal to cos theta, we directly just write sine inverse of sine 2 theta equals to 2 theta. This is wrong. Here is the mistake. We cannot write this equals to 2 theta because this 2 theta is not in the range of sine inverse function. This is from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. That is why this is wrong. So our first answer which we get on putting x equal to sine theta, that was dy by dx equals to 2 over 1 minus x square root. That was right. And the negative part and the second one, that was wrong. You can get the correct answer from this 2, but you need to put 2 theta in the proper range. And how can you do that? I'll teach you. Okay. So you can see the table for substituting sine inverse values. I hope you get that. So how do we do it? Our 2 theta lies in between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, in which, so our pi minus 2 theta, this one lies between pi by 2 to positive pi by 2. So we can substitute this. So back to our question, where we did the mistake. I'm going to correct this. We were on y is equals to sine inverse sine 2 theta. We get y is equals to pi minus 2 theta. Now we will differentiate this with respect to x both sides and we get the right answer. Dy by dx is equals to differentiation of pi, which is a constant, it is 0, and negative 2, and obviously we get sine the value of theta here, we get cos inverse of x. Sorry, on differentiating we get negative 1 over 1 minus x square root, which gives us 2 over 1 minus x square, which is the right answer. So you see, this is a conceptual error that students often made during solving the questions. So you should keep in mind the range process. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. If any queries, you can comment below. If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe our channel Complete Edu. And don't forget to press the bell icon.